Okay. It took me all night. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't stop. I was so excited. But I got them all put in here. And when I'm not using them, I'm keeping these on the hearth in front of the fire because I've heard that keeping them warm helps with broken leads. It helps them melt in there because they're so soft and squishy, waxy. So we'll see if that helps. But look at this. Now they are in numerical order, which brought up some questions. So I have questions for you guys. Maybe you can help me answer. In my swatching, which I'll show you my swatch book next, I put them in the family order. But in here, I put them in numerical order so that I could find them. So when I'm looking at the swatch and I want to use number 911, I can find 911 without having to look at all through the whole thing. So this is in numerical order. One question I have is there's like 4 or 5 that start with 100s. And I can't tell why. Were these added later and that's why they're 100? So there's like these 100s and a couple of 200s right here. Other than that, Prismacolor start at 900. So what are these extras here that they don't seem to be any special kind. I mean, it's Prussian green, cadmium orange hue, sap green light, permanent red. There's another purple hue with a big word I can't pronounce. Cobalt blue hue. So it looks like it's the things that say hue, but it's also things that don't say hue. Eggshell, which I love, by the way. I didn't have that one. Pomegranate, I love, also didn't have. Indanthrone blue and gray-green light, which is another one I absolutely love. That is a fantastic color. So these, why are they numbered outside of the regular numbering of Prismacolors? So I just put them in first since I was going numerical order. And they are included in the family order in Coloring with Claire's family order chart, which is what I used. And then we start with the 900s. And just look at all these beautiful pencils. Now, I did find 934 missing, but it looks like that's one that is missing and has been discontinued and changed out with another one. So I made a note of that in my swatch chart. I did some research on why 934 is not there. But look. Oh, here's more. Here's a couple of the metallics. The metallics are split. It's silver, gold, and then the bronze has a different number. The bronze is over here. I'm not sure why the bronze is not. Maybe it came later. But look at these. I especially really love these muted colors. I want to try to do something with those. Oh, look at all these grays. The grays go from here to here. Oh. And you've got the warm grays, the cool grays, the French grays. And yeah, the French grays. The French grays are my favorite. They're a really unique color. And then Payne's gray, I believe, is somewhere else. It's numbered differently. But aren't they beautiful? Oh, so beautiful. And then these neons, I wouldn't write home about these. I think they're lightly pigmented and not very pretty. So I probably would never use those, maybe. I don't know. And then look at all these earth tones here. Are those great? So many beautiful colors. I love seashell pink. It's kind of a light tan, really. It's a great skin tone. All of these are great skin tones. And here's the amethyst and orchid. Now it has amethyst, orchid, and grayed lavender, but the lavender, of course, has been discontinued. And that's all I have. Is that amazing? So beautiful. I'm so excited. Between these and the Prismacolors, the Albrechters, and the Intense, I think I am really set. And then I have some more, a few budget brands that I like that I'm keeping as well. And let's look at the swatch. All right, let's bring you in. So the swatching. I had so much fun last night. Look at it all filled up. So these the whites there, you just can't see it. But these empties were just extra I put in case I needed them. But all filled up with these. This is in the color family order. So there's like some brownish oranges and some yellows and bright oranges and reds and pinks. Got them all. I even have the deco colors. Now, according to Color with Claire's chart, the decos have been discontinued. Deco pink, deco yellow, and deco peach, but they were in there. So I had them, which I'm kind of glad. I love that deco peach. I think that's a really neat color. Okay, let's look at the next page, which is some of these purples. Now, I am missing lavender, which you know has been disconnected, and lilac. Has that been disconnected? So 934, there it is. That's the lavender that's been discontinued. We don't have that anymore, and I know a lot of people are sad about that. Has the lilac also been discontinued? So are those replaced with the amethyst and orchid? And because I didn't have that either. But got all the others. There's some great blues. This cloud blue is one that I'm really excited about. I didn't have that one. Or the black raspberry. I think that's neat. It looks almost brown. And then look at all these. Now the Mediterranean blue, 1022. I looked and looked and looked and looked for it. And I was like, how can I be missing a blue? And then I looked at the back of the box and it said that it had been replaced with peacock blue, 1027. So I guess they no longer have Mediterranean blue either, 1022. So I'm glad I finally looked at the back of the book. I mean on the back of the box it all came in. Because I looked for a long time. I spent a long time trying to figure out why I didn't have a Mediterranean blue. This gray-green light, is that not neat? Really neat colors. I love all these colors. I love the cobalt turquoise and the aquamarine. These two are very close. In person, you can really tell that this is greener and this is bluer, but they're just beautiful. I love the chartreuse. Apple green, I had that one, but I really like that one. And then we get into the neutrals. Putty beige is one I really love. Here's that seashell pink. See, it's kind of a brown. It's really neat, though. It's a pinky brown, an eggshell. I can see myself using that a lot. I got more browns. I got the chocolate and the chestnut. Those two are absolutely beautiful. And the dark umber. There's the bronze. Yeah, the bronze and the gold are, but the silver I really like. And then look at all these grays. And look at these grays. Oops, you can't see them. Look at those grays. Aren't they neat? The French grays are these here. Let's see, this top row. I love those. And then the warm grays, which I don't know. I think the French grays look a lot more like warm gray than the warm grays do. But then you look at the cool grays, you're like, oh yeah. So that's all my Prismas. Thank you so much for opening them with me and looking through them with me. They were just so neat. I'm so excited and I can't wait to use more of them. I have had somewhat small selection, but I have been using them a lot. I love them on top of alcohol markers and I love them on top of ink tints. Those are the two primary ways I've been using them, but I've also, because they smush and they get fairly opaque, I've been using them without a base here and there. But I'm finding that I have very different applications that I want to use the Prismas for versus the polys. So I'm really glad I have both because they both do very different things. So thanks a lot and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.